Hi there, and welcome to FCA Heart Matters. We drop this in your box every week because your heart does matter. Happy to have any of your comments, questions, concerns. You can do that at brianswash@outlook.com, BRYANSWASH, brianswash@outlook.com. I've been reading through the Gospel of Luke recently, and I'm appreciative of the fact that if we didn't have the Gospel of Luke, there'd be a lot missing in the story of Jesus. We wouldn't have the story of the 10 lepers. We wouldn't have the story of the Good Samaritan or the story of the prodigal son. How awesome is that story? And to have missed it would have been significant. The details, the physicality of the crucifixion, the thief on the cross, all of that is given to us in Luke's account, and we know that it's given to us with great detail because he was a physician. In fact, the Gospel of Luke begins with these words, "Many have undertaken to draw up an account of the things that have been fulfilled among us, just as they were handed down to us by those who were first eyewitnesses and servants of the word. Therefore, since I myself have carefully investigated everything from the beginning, it seemed good also to me to write an orderly account to you." That word, "it seemed good for me to investigate," is a very important word. It's where we get our English word autopsy. Think about an autopsy. I was in the funeral business for a while, and I saw many an autopsied body. I can tell you that they're meticulously dealt with. They are thoroughly investigated, and it is messy. But the end result is a clear observation of some discovered facts. Do you know, Jesus was autopsied by Luke. And I think there's a principle there that we need to, at times, autopsy our own hearts with thoroughness, not just seeing how we're living, but observing what's going on. There's a big difference. Spiritual formation takes what theology gives us, which is the codifying of faith, and it applies that codified doctrine and faith into our experience. How important it is that we know ourselves as God knows us to be. It takes us back to the first passage that we studied at the beginning of these heart matters, 1 Timothy 4:16, I believe it is, when Paul says to Timothy, pay close attention to your heart and to your doctrine. And the order in which he writes that is not unimportant. We want to discover what's going on inside of us. That is the inward journey. That is spiritual formation. We want to discover what drives dysfunction. What causes us to have sometimes unruly emotions? Where are the lies that have been planted? And what are those lies that are now directing the narrative of our lives? And then what possible wounds and hurts and places of pain need to be addressed so that we can begin to live out of our dysfunction and into the life that God has called us to live. This is the thrust of spiritual formation. This will be the directive of our times together on Monday in Heart Matters. Thank you for giving attention to this because your heart does matter.